Hi guys. So I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about why it is I wanted to start a YouTube page and where I'm coming from with it all. I am a big fan of YouTube and I love watching other people's channels, and I think it's a really innovative way to express yourself and communicate. And I went to school for communications, journalism, and I always felt like I was like an above average writer, but not anything crazy special to where I would make a living just, writing books. And, but I do love to communicate and talk, and I love the art of an interview. And I used to write for a magazine when I was in college. It was just like an online local magazine, and that was really fun, but it never really progressed anywhere, and part of that was partly my fault also. I sort of wanted to start this page to just sort of document my journey with God, and my perspective on certain things that I'm learning. I've sort of been taught a certain thing about religion and God. There's certain things I've been taught my whole life, and I'm sort of breaking those molds of in my head of certain perspectives I have on certain things, and my perspective is changing a lot. I don't know. I just really feel like I want to communicate some ideas with the world, not because I'm this special person that, has so much to say and people need to hear from me. It's more so like an outlet for me, and I just think it's like a creative, fun thing to do. And then I also like the idea of just getting feedback from people and advice on certain things. I've had a lot of ups and downs in my life. I'm not by any means an angel or, somebody that's lived this pure life. I've been in some really, really dark places in my life, just like everybody has. And I don't know, I found a lot of freedom in my walk with God, but I'm still very new to this. I always sort of thought if I believed in God and I was a good person, that I would go to heaven. And I've come to realize that is absolutely not that simple. And to even think that it is sort of just, you're just cutting yourself so short of a happy life. I've spent so much of my life miserable and using the wrong things in order to feel relief, or, you know, trying to pour myself into relationships with men that are unhealthy, and I'm just as unhealthy. So the two of us together just is a toxic, weird explosion. And I don't know, I've learned to try as hard as I can every day to put a lot of effort into Jesus and God, and putting my efforts into Him. And it's so hard, and I fall short every day. And I've had a lot of loss in my life recently. Um, and so I've been trying to deal with that. I feel really, really uncomfortable. I'm not sure of my financial future. I'm scared about my friends and who I should keep in my life and who I shouldn't, and sort of second guessing, people's intentions. I've also invited a lot of dark, unhealthy people into my life, because I feel like that side of me is sort of attracted to that side of them. And it's just I'm just trying so hard to break the mold and go in a different direction, and it has not been easy. um I've never truly sat down and just read the Bible like I've read Proverbs, and I've heard stories of, like, you know, the things that are out in society, like a lot, like Noah's Ark and things like that. Like, I'm familiar with things like the common stories of the Bible, but I don't really know the true, like, meaning behind everything. So I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to take suggestions, and I'm trying to become more in tune with, you know, what I need to change and what I can control, and then putting the rest in God's hands. And it's been really hard lately. Like this morning, I lost my job. And I don't think it was the healthiest place for me anyways, but it's still, you know, when you're worried about money and finances, like, it can just, the stress level, like, I cannot deal. I'm a single mom, and I feel really lost, and like, not lonely so much, it's just more like sort of like abandoned. But then, like, I don't want to play this victim role. I know that I'll be okay, and, you know, things will get better, but it's just, right now, I just feel really sad and hurt, and I don't know what my future's gonna be in terms of my career. I just ordered the coursework and the exam to get my pharmaceutical sales certification. But, you know, that could take months to study for, and then you take an exam, and I don't know, it's just like, I feel really, like, overwhelmed right now, and I feel really scared, and I'm trying to seek comfort in God and listen to preachers on, like, YouTube, and I open up my Bible, but I just don't really know where to go, you know. And I have a Bible where you look in the back and you can see different topics, and then you know, you can find passages related to certain feelings and stuff like that. But sometimes I'm like, don't even know how I'm feeling. I just know that I'm just sort of depressed and sad, and I don't know. So that's why I wanted to start this page, to just sort of document my journey with God and get suggestions from people, and just share my thoughts on, you know, things happening in my life, and maybe help somebody else with their issues, maybe inspire somebody. I don't know, but I hope to keep this going. You know, I'm filled with a lot of fear. I feel like, you know, nobody's going to want to hear what I say, and why am I rambling on about my personal life on YouTube? Like, there's all these doubts in my mind, and then there's also part of me that's like, just sit down and do it because you love it, and it makes you happy. And, like, I need to start making myself happy. I've tried to do what everyone else thinks I should do my whole life, and it does not make me happy. A 9-to-5 job does not, where I'm sitting at a desk, makes me absolutely miserable. I need something where I'm, you know, that's why I wanted to do the pharmaceutical sales rep, because at least I could be traveling, and there's more to the day than just, you know, sitting behind a desk and filing papers and answering a phone and whatnot. Nothing against those positions, and I've had some really good jobs and really good employees and employers, but it's just not what fulfills me. And, you know, that's nobody's fault. It's just how I'm naturally wired, and I need to do something creative. So this was my attempt at trying to do something creative and fun just for me, and I would love to get some feedback from you guys. I know that there's going to be negative people out there no matter what, and that's okay. You know, I know how the internet is, and it can be brutal, and that's fine. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just hope to keep this going, and even have the balls to post it. But I don't know. I hope that there's more to come, and this is just a positive experience for me, and maybe I could help some people. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.